Hey, hey, hey. Thank you for coming in, replay viewers. As you're coming in, hit or type in hashtag replay and let me know where you're coming in from. Thank you, ladies, that have already joined the live and was waiting on me to start. We're having some technical difficulties over here. So thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for being patient. I know this is not a regular night to come in, but I had a few beanies that I needed to do, and I just wanted to bring y'all in behind the scenes. And let me know if y'all can hear me okay, because I'm coming in to y'all from using StreamYard tonight. Let me know how the volume or if you can hear me. And I'm just going to read a few of the comments as I wait for a few other people to come in. I don't know if Pretty Eyes Covington, if you're still here. It's good to see you. Sorry you missed last week, but thank you for coming in this week. Miss Betty, okay, you're saying I was going to try this today. Maybe I'll learn something. I haven't embroidered a beanie yet. Okay, well, you're in on the right night at the right time. We're going to tackle it tonight. It's real easy. Hello, Kristen Smith. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Miss Linda. Thank you for coming in. Miss Yvette, hello. Thank you for coming in. And Miss Gail with Kingsbury Crafts, thank you for coming in as well. This is a different night. So the ones that have subscribed and turn on your notifications, you'll be the ones to catch me. So thank y'all for coming in. And Miss Yvette says, got it all set. So you got your notification and you're on tonight, right? I was about to log off for the night. Well, you caught me at the right time. And hopefully I won't be on too long tonight, because what I'm doing, I'm going to do two beanies, actually. There's black beanies. Only difference is one is going to be in white, one is going to be in gold thread. They're about 3,000 stitches. And y'all know 3,000 stitches take about 5 or 10 minutes at the most. And that's providing that, fingers crossed, we don't have no problems tonight. Because if you missed last week, you have to go back and look, because we had some problems last night, but we didn't quit. We didn't give up. We pushed through. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, because it's going to be quick. I didn't want to hold y'all too long tonight. So let's see here. So I'm just going to be doing some beanies tonight here. And with the multi-needle machine, we don't have the grid, so we're not able to use a grid to find your placement. So, excuse me, I've gotten in the habit of using pins to mark my crosshairs. So this is where I'll line the machine up. And, excuse me. Also, this is another note here. One moment. This is another note here. I hope this is reading the right way. I don't know if y'all can read that or not, but this is just a note. Oh, goodness. I don't know if the lighting is okay. Then I'm going the wrong way. However, it's just a sticky. I like to use a sticky on there. That's just showing the direction that the reading needs to be facing or turned. So I use that as just a mental note for myself to make sure that when I put it on the machine, that I see that it's still facing the right way. So, all right. So tonight I'm going to be using my 5x5 Mighty Hoop, and I'm going to be using the adjustable fixture. So just turn y'all around a little bit here. And I hope y'all can see. So, excuse all that, the notes and stuff, y'all. So, I usually flip it inside out. And if y'all need a more in-depth tutorial, I do have another one showing how to do beanies, but on that one, I use the 8-in-1 magnetic hoops that you purchase from Buy. Make sure that my tag is in the back and my personalization is going to be in the front. And then I'll just slide this on here. And I'm not sure if y'all can see this part. But I have another video also showing how I use a ruler. I like to use a ruler to go on here. I try to hold it up because I know I can't get the angle. So I use a ruler here. And when I put my beanie on, that lets me know how far up to slide my beanie coming from this way going up. And it also, I use the ruler to help me make sure that that is straight as well. So that's what the ruler is for. So okay, so I'll go ahead and slide my beanie on. And you want to also make sure that you don't stretch it too. So I'll try my best to line it up in the middle, line my crosshairs up in the middle with the middle here. And if I don't get it quite perfect, you know, you can always move your machine over as long as your design is not too big and you have some room to move. So I'm just kind of smoothing it out. And then I'll go ahead. I already have my bottom hoop on. I'm using cutaway stabilizer. Before I go on here, I want to make sure that I move the ruler. And then I'll just go ahead and hoop it. So it's hooped. So I don't know if y'all can see that little bump there. I'll make sure I kind of smooth that out before I go to the machine. And it's pretty centered. If it's not, when I get it on the machine, I'll be sure to move it over the right way. And I'll also place a pin at the top of here as well. That's just to kind of hold the beanie in place since it's not up under the hoop. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And my pins, let's step away for a second. And I always check the placement back here too. Make sure everything's good. And first I want to start by just kind of pulling it, not really pulling it, but just kind of pulling it down just a little bit, just to get rid of that little row. Just a little bit, because you don't want to pull it too much. Just kind of tug it a tad bit. Okay. Okay. All right. So that little row that was there, I just kind of pulled it just a little bit just to get rid of that. And I put a pin on the top here just to make sure that the beanie doesn't move when it starts stitching. And I'm going to use water-solvy as well. Let me step away 1 second while I get that. Just drop my buttons here. Okay, so I'm going to use water-solvy. And then it's just personal preference. I don't like to hoop my stabilizer in with my my product. And that's only because I like to be able to make sure that it is smooth. And then I'll check my placement, then remove my pins, and then put down the water-solvy. So I'm going to show you how I like to tape it onto the hoop as well in preparation to get ready before I start stitching. And I'll show you what I'm doing after. Well, you probably can see it while I'm doing it here. So I'm just going to place the water softening on top. And I'm going to use some masking tape to do it. And you can also use the blue tape or the painter's tape. You can use that too because it's not as tacky as a regular tape. And it's not perfect on there. Okay, so what I do, I just tape it on like so, and I leave it open. I'm going the wrong way. And then after I check my placement and make sure everything's okay, then I'll put tape on the other side, on this side. I'll put tape on this side and it'll hold it down before I start stitching. So let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the machine. Okay, I already have my design pulled up. At this time, one thing I really need to do is check my placement. And I've already checked my bobbin. My threads are already threaded. Everything's good to go. So the only thing I need to do is go ahead and I always like to take my hoop around first. Let it do its thing before I put my hoop on. Okay. Bobbin's okay as well. Make sure these are fine. And you want to make sure that your hoop is in underneath those notches. Make sure that it's clearing the arm. And right now I'm just moving this water softening over to the side so I can check my placement. Okay. I'm gonna let it go around before I hold my needle down. Okay, so that was good to go. Go ahead and go back over here and remove my crosshairs, move those two pins off of there. And I'm going to fix this other pin too. And I'll also double check just to be sure that the machine is not going to run over this pin that's going to be left on here. I'll double check that. Also, I'll go ahead and remove my little tag here. Just want to make sure that when I'm looking at the machine and looking at this, I want to make sure that my letters are facing the same way here that it is on the machine. So that's just a mental thing for myself that helps me. So I'll move that sticky out the way. And I'm going to check the placement one more time just to be sure that it's going to clear that other pin, that last pin that I have on there. Because I didn't eyeball that part just now. It should be fine. So I do a lot of checking. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the other part of my tape on here on the other side. just to hold that wasabi in place. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go back to the machine. Secure your hoop. Make sure your arm is clear. Checking placement again. And I'm going to go ahead and hit start. I'm running at about 700. I left a long piece of thread. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off of there. Get my tweezers. It's like that tail end of the thread. I'll probably go back and do it later because it's not allowing me to catch it. So I'll catch it later. So, and this is only about, it's 2,900 stitches, so it won't take that long. So I'm going to go ahead and hoop my next beanie. And I'll probably wait till after I finish both projects, and then I'll answer any questions if y'all have any questions, because it's going to go by really fast. And this is the stabilizer that I use. These are 8x8 pre-cut squares. Cutaway is 2.2 ounces. It came from sewingmachine.com. And this is what it looks like. Hey, y'all, when I get ready to put the next hoop, the next beanie on there, I need y'all to remind me, please change the color to gold. Holler at me when I get ready to put the next one on. I need y'all to help me, remind me that I need to change the color, okay? Okay, so go ahead and put my hoop on, my bottom hoop, stabilizer. And I'm going to use my ruler again. I'll go ahead and with my beanie, make sure the tag is in the back. Let the beanie inside out. The tag is in the back. Personalization on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and slide this on. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. You okay over there? Okay. All right. So that is ready, and then we hoop. Oh, remember to take the ruler off, and we hoop. Well, like the mighty hoops, it goes so fast. If y'all was here last week, and the struggle with those green hoops, y'all know. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing because it still had a little like a ripple in there. And that's just because that's where the beanies are folded at. So it naturally is gonna have that ripple in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I like to lay it down flat. I'll check the back here, make sure everything's good. I'm gonna go and kind of pull it out just a little bit. When I say kind of pull it, this is all I'm doing. Just pulling, just kind of tugging it just a tiny bit, but you don't want to overstretch it. So that's all I mean. If y'all see it almost like vanish in front of your eyes, that's all just a tiny tug. Okay. I'm just pulling up just a tiny bit here. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and place my pen at the top up here. Okay, and that one's ready to go. So I'm just waiting on the other one to finish, and then I'll go ahead and place this one on. I need to step away. I got a paper towel here. I'm gonna step away just to check the machine real quick too. It's not gonna take long for it to stitch. It's almost done. Got maybe about 900 stitches left. And as soon as I get the next one on, then I'll go back over, go back to the comments, y'all. I don't want to waste time. As soon as that one come off, I want to pop this one right on. Let's see here. And this design that I'm using, it was not digitized. It's for a company, and they have very plain letters for their company name and on their business cards. And the customer just said, hey, if you can just put something together like this. And what I did, I used my editing software and pulled the letters in one at a time to do it. The font is actually from Designs by Juju. It's a really nice font to go on thick fabrics. It's a small font. It's nice and thick. So y'all see that when it comes off the machine. If you're getting any value over here, please remember to give it a thumbs up and share it out if it's anybody that you think will benefit from it. So y'all hear that? That's done already. So let me go ahead and get this off the machine. Sorry, keep moving y'all all around, shaking up. Okay, so this is already done. Put this to the side. And next, I want to go ahead and change my color because she wanted this one to be in gold. So I'm going to go ahead and just change the colors. And she wanted gold on there. That's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. Okay, number 11. Okay, so 11. So I need to just go, and I didn't combine these letters. It's just a whole bunch of thread changes. I didn't combine it. So that's it. So change the color to gold, and I have enough on my bobbin. Oh, I forgot to put the water sobbing on. So let me just go ahead and tag that on there real quick. Turn y'all back around here. All right. And let's see. And again, I'm going to reuse this tape off of this one here. Excuse me, y'all. And I'm just placing it. Oh, I forgot to leave it open on this side because I need to check my placement. And it should be pretty much the same, with the placement. But I still like to double check it. So I'm going to turn y'all back around. And we're going to go back to the machine. All right, so go back to the machine. Go ahead and get this one on. Let me go on, listen for that click. Make sure it's underneath. Clear your arm. And I also will move this to the side to go ahead and check my placement. Okay. So this one here is over just a tad bit more. It's all good. I have plenty of room to move it over. As far up and down, it's perfect. Okay, so I'll go ahead and remove my crosshairs. And I'm going to check again just to be sure that it's going to clear the other pin that I have at the top. I think that's going to be okay. And I want to move my little sticky note off of here. And we're going to go ahead and move this pen up just a tad bit. Okay, so just move that pen up just a little bit more. So now I'll go ahead and move my wasabi back over. Let's see here. So just tape it on there, and we're going to go ahead and go back to the machine. Make sure it clicks in place under the notches. Clear your arm, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so that's going to be done in about 5 minutes. Thank y'all so much for being patient. All right, so let me go ahead and go to the comments and catch up here. Yes, and Miss Betty was here last week. She was saying we learned something about patience last week. If you were not here last week, go back and watch the replay from last week. It was actually 2 of them because we had some technical difficulties. So go back and watch that one. And Embroidery Homeschool Mom, hello from Massachusetts. Thank you for coming in. And GGT, good evening, Natasha and everyone. So glad I didn't miss this week. Yes, thank you for coming in. I'm glad you made it this week. And actually, tonight is not the regular night. I just wanted to come out because I needed to get these beanies done. So why not just turn my camera on, right? So that's why we're here tonight. But our regular night is Thursday. Okay. So what size hoops am I using? 5x5. Yes, that's correct. I am using the 5x5 Mighty hoop. Let's see here. Yes, it's the 5x5. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's the 5x5 Mighty hoop. That's the size that I'm using. And I also, before I got the Mighty hoops, I would use the magnetic hoops, the white ones up there above. I would use those to do beanies on before I got the magnetic hoops. The Mighty hoops. I would use the 8-in-1 magnetic hoops. So those work too. So that's an option if you don't have Mighty hoops yet. Okay. And happy Tuesday. Thank you, Nina Stitch and Styles. Thank you for coming in. It's nice to see you working with your buy. Don't see too many people using a buy machine. Listen, when I bought this buy machine, I stepped out and I said, okay, I know it wasn't much education out there, but I think I had my machine, 2 years now? A little over 2 years. When I purchased mine, it wasn't a whole lot of information out there. That's why I mainly started this channel. But when I bought it, I'm like, look, it's either sink or swim. I ain't trying to sink. So you just got to learn and keep on pushing. And Angela and Stitches. Nita Fajita has a buy, but she hasn't posted videos in months. Yes, she has the buy machine. And actually, Nita Fajita was the one that made me go ahead and say, I'm gonna do it. Because I had been in the buy group just kind of watching the customer service and watching how they deal with the customers for like a year. And then I seen Anita Fajita went on and purchased one. I'm saying, oh well, let's try it. Let's go. So she's one that kind of inspired me to go ahead and move forward and get mine. So, but yeah, but I know maybe I know her business changed and she was really busy. So booking busy is always good. So that's probably why she haven't posted videos. That's stitching good. Okay, and let's see, Miss Pretty Eyes Covington. Thank you for coming in. I've been missing you. Thank you for coming in. How do you like the green? I'm thinking about purchasing it because the Mighty Hoops are expensive. Okay, so I only use the Mighty Hoops. As far as the green ones, they're not supposed to be sold here in the States. I don't know where you are, Pretty Eyes Covington, if you're in the United States, but they're not supposed to be legally sold here. So that's all I really use is the Mighty Hoops, the blue ones. Now those green hoops behind me, those were the regular hoops that came with the buy machine. And also in the buy group, they made a notification like a few months ago saying, hey, look, we don't encourage y'all to buy them. So I don't use them. I did purchase them, but I don't use them. 1 second, y'all. And that's looking good. Here. Okay, stop stitching. 1 second. I have a piece of thread hanging, trying to prevent the machine from stitching over it. Okay, so that's good to go. All right, and I hope I can finally use my buy machine. There is a huge learning curve. Yeah, you just gotta start. Just start. There's a lot of beginner videos, not a lot, but there's like a playlist of beginner videos here on this channel. So those might be helpful for you. Go there and look at those videos and just take your time and start. Because with a lot of companies, you have like the training, the one-on-one training or the group training. We don't have that. You pretty much have to learn it on your own. So go back and look at some of those on the playlist here on this channel. I hope those are helpful for you. What books do I, and this come from GGT. Hello, and this is VV Embroidery King. Thank you for coming in. GGT wants to know what hoops do I like the best. Hands down, I would say the Mighty Hoops. Hands down. But I know everybody can afford the Mighty Hoops when you first get your machine because because with these machines, you have to pretty much pay cash for them. I think on Amazon, they might do like a payment plan or something like that now. So hands down, the Mighty Hoops all the way because it makes hooping so much easier. If you was here last week, looking at how long it took me, I was struggling with those green hoops that come with the machine versus how quick I hoop those beanies tonight. Hands down, it's the Mighty Hoops, the blue hoops. Okay. And let's see here. And y'all, thank y'all for working with me. This is my first time using StreamYard, trying to get used to that as well. Kristen Smith, they have good customer service. Chris Song is the best. Yeah, they do have good customer service for the most part. Yeah. Nina Stitching Styles. I had mine for a couple of years as well. I didn't have a lot of time to use it. That is going to change this year. Yes, Nina Stitch and Style. Yes, it has to change. It starts here. So, and again, we come here once a week on Thursday. If you have any questions, just, come in. And if you're watching the videos, if it's anything in those videos that you have questions about, put like a comment or something, questions down there. I try my best to go back and answer those questions, especially if it's something I can answer in the comments. I try my best to go back and get those. So, but yes, it starts today. Go ahead and get that machine going. Okay, and GGT, I heard that too. I'm hoping for the Mighty Hoops for Christmas. Yes, I'm hoping so too. You'll enjoy using Mighty Hoops. When I first got my Mighty Hoops, when I hooped something for the first time, I'm like, it happens so quick. I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm forgetting to do something. It hoops just that quick, you know. So, but yeah, they're I love the Mighty Hoops. And it's been an issue with the machine due to my error. Kristen Smith says that. A lot of times it's user error, you know, but sometimes people have problems with the actual machine from like the company, but they try their best to take care of it. But a lot of the issues that come up, a lot of times it is user error. A lot of times, so y'all, I heard it get quiet. The machine has stopped, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this off the machine. And this was a very quick, easy stitch out. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove it off the hoop. All right, y'all. This is exciting. I love when I'm taking the when I first pull it off the machine and see how the project comes out. I'm just trying to move some of the water softy off of there. I'll remove the rest of it later. Okay. Just turn y'all back this way, tap it. Y'all, hope y'all are finding value. You're getting something out of this. And again, if you are, just remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and also turn on your bell notifications, because like tonight, this is not a regular night I come in. So that way you won't miss these type of lives. So I'm gonna go give it a rough cut, and then I'll show you all. And then I'll go back to the comments as well, y'all. It's real simple beanies here. And it's just a rough cut. I'll go back later and finish that. Excuse me. All right, y'all. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm gonna put this inside of here. Get some cut as well. All righty. So we're shaking y'all up here. Okay, y'all ready? Okay, and I still need to pull some of the water solvent off. Okay, that's the tension check. Tension check. I need to adjust that gold one. I don't know if y'all can see the tension there. You can hardly see the white. I might need to adjust it some. And with this one here, it's white thread, so you can't really truly see what the tension is like on that white thread. So that's our tension check. Alrighty, y'all. Alrighty, y'all. What y'all think? That's the first one. That's the white. And then they wanted the other one in gold. Very simple name for their company. This is actually what the letters look like on their business card. So very simple. All right, let me take a picture for a thumbnail. Y'all gonna see this later, okay? Let's see here. Let's see if I can get in there. Oh, goodness. Okay, y'all. Y'all gonna see that later. All right, so let's get back to the comments. I hope y'all have enjoyed this. Let's see. Miss B Embroidery Queen. Can you get in trouble for using the green ones? I bought them before I knew they weren't supposed to be sold here. That's exactly what happened to me too. I don't know as far as it's hard to say, but they don't want you to use them because they're not supposed to be sold here. And maybe they will come for you. I don't know, but I don't plan to use them. I don't plan to use them. Okay, and Angela and Stitches. What brand of water solving topper do you like best for terry cloth towels? Honestly, this is one that I've ordered off of Amazon. This is the first kind that I purchased since I've been doing embroidery. This is the only one I've used. So I can't really say I have a favorite one. This is the only one that I've used. And I think down in the description box under there, I want to say there's a link to the store, my Amazon storefront. So it's listed there. So I can't really say that I have a favorite because this is the only one I've used. Okay, and how many inches is that cuff? I want to say it's about 2.5 inches, Miss Betty. And they kind of vary going between the two. 2.5 inches to maybe a little shy of 2.5 inches. Yes, ma'am. This one is about 2.5 inches. I did notice that when I measured, I can't remember which one, but when I measured it, the way it's cuffed, it was a little bit shy of 2.5. But what I did, to find my placement, to make sure the placement looked pretty close to the same, I just measured from the top of the cuff going down. And that's where I put my placement, just to be sure that they are about the same from the top of the cuff. That's how I normally do. And let's see here. Very nice, Nina stitching style. Thank you. Okay, those turn out perfectly clean. Great job. Thank you so much for that. And again, this is just a design I put together myself. Just pull the letters in one by one. I use Sew What Pro, so if you have Sew What Pro, you know exactly what I mean. It pulls in letter by letter. You know, you're not able to type it in. This font is from Juju, Designs by Juju. I mean, look how clean it is. Real nice and clean. Look those threads there. But it's a perfect font if you're not using a digitized or a logo. You know, if you just need some letters to pull in, that's the perfect font to use for that. And I've used these on jackets. What is it? Like the fluffy. I can't even call the name of the fabric, but it's fluffy. That I don't know which one it is. Fleece. Thank you. The fleece fabric. It did fine on the fleece as well. It's a great font from Designs by Juju. GGTA look really good and clean stitches. Thank you. Thank you for that. And Angela Stitches. Thank you, Latasha, for the topper info. I'll check it out. Awesome. Thank you. And y'all, that is it for tonight. I did need to do, I have another baby bundle that I need to do. In the baby bundle that I sell, I do the ender hoop bib, ender hoop Burt cloth, the shirt that button between the legs. And you're not supposed to say the brand name, but it's a shirt that button between the legs. And I add a bunny in there too. That's what I call a baby bundle that I do here. So that's going to be the next thing I need to get done. I need to get that done before Christmas as well. And I have a few other Christmas gifts I need to get done. So I don't know. I might pop in tomorrow before we come to our regular day on Thursday. So it's important that y'all go ahead and subscribe and turn your notifications on. So if I do come out and get started, that way you don't miss it. So I'm trying to get in the habit of turning my camera on because it helps me work better to get things done. So, Miss Betty, thanks for the great learning session. Happy holidays. So thank you so much, Miss Betty. That means a lot to know that you're getting some value over here. Thank you so much for that. So if that'll be all, y'all, that is it for tonight. Thank y'all all for coming in. And until next time, y'all, happy stitching. Good night, y'all.